Now, when it comes to Tawarruq, Tawarruq is in the first leg, it's like Murabaha. But in the second leg, when the how it is like Murabaha, by the way, is that like just like Murabaha, IFI will purchase a commodity from the commodities exchange, and then it will sell to the customer. But then after the customer has received the constructive possession of the commodity, he doesn't actually need it. He wants cash. He wants liquid money. Hence, he will sell back either by himself or by employing the IFI or anyone else as an agent to sell it, right? Now, when it comes to sell it, that's the additional leg in Tawarruq. So once he sells it, he obtains the cash. Now, since it has an additional leg, so there are some additional conditions, like the commodity should be either physically or constructively received by the buyer. So the buyer here is the client. So client needs to first either receive constructively or physically. The first buyer, by the way, is the IFI itself, because the IFI also doesn't hold the commodity. It also purchases from the commodities exchange. And the commodity should not be sold to the same party. So let's say person A sold a commodity, a certain amount of, let's say, crude oil or palm oil to IFI. Then IFI needs to take the possession constructively or physically, and then it will sell to the person B, right? Now, person B, can he sell back to person A, or can he sell back to the IFI? So when it is coming to the same party, then it makes it, if it is directly to IFI, then of course it is an aina. If it is coming to the same commodity seller, then also it has a perspective of aina. Now, bayul aina is buyback, and buyback is prohibited because it's a type of fictitious sale, which is apparently a sale, but in the background it's not a sale. It's just an exchange of cash for cash. So it's a riba, and we cannot do that. We are prohibited to do that. So it cannot go to the same party. Now, there is one question sometimes people ask. So when the IFI is purchasing from the commodities exchange from a broker, he may not know, and even the broker may not know, that he is purchasing back from the same buyer, right? Once it goes all the way around to this. So if it is not attached to the first sale, or it is completely unknown, then that should be fine. But if it is all changed up properly and is going back to the same seller, this is where it becomes aina. The contracts must be separate. This is an important part. And remember, in the gharar slide, I mentioned when it comes to two sale in one sale, I have elaborated this, that all the contracts in IFIs, today we have in many cases multiple contracts combined together. So this is where the Shari'ah standard on combination of contracts is very important for us to understand. So the gist of that Shari'ah standard is that contracts must be separate, not interlinked. So this has to apply here as well. The customer should sell the commodity himself or through an agent other than the IFI. The IFI should not arrange a proxy of a third party to sell on behalf of the customer. This is very important, because if the IFI is selling on behalf of the customer as well, the whole thing is just very much organized, and this is something that is considered Sharia-wise quite problematic. So according to AAOIFI, it has to be other than the IFI selling to the broker or the commodities exchange. All right. This session was brought to you by TAIF and Adl. If you have benefited from it, please share in your social media platforms about both the entities and share the word. Spread the word. Jazakumullah khairan.